We got two big YouTube stories that I've got to go over. YouTube announced, I think it was like a year or longer, they've continually come down against conspiracy videos. That is wrong. It's a wrong move. Because of the high-profile incident in which Alex Jones made claims about Sandy Hook, I don't know, I don't watch Alex Jones. They have included this. Excuse me. Content claiming that specific victims of public violent incidents or their next of kin are actors or that their experiences are false. This is banned. There's one reason why I said they should not enact editorial policy. There will come a time when one of these stories will turn out to be true and you will ban actual news and information. Now, YouTube, look, it really annoys me how the media is attacking YouTube nonstop. They're not attacking YouTube, right? They're attacking the foundation, which is YouTube, but they're attacking us. The goal for getting Alex Jones and everyone else banned is to attack us because we are taking over. And I have no boss. I have no one who controls my editorial decisions. I don't have to go to anybody to seek approval. I can talk about what I want to talk about and when I want to talk about it. Now, unfortunately, that means sometimes you'll get crazy people saying crazy things. Well, guess what? You're allowed to say crazy things. Do we really want to live in a world where stupid people aren't allowed to participate in public? No. We can't have an IQ test requirement. Sometimes you're going to get dumb people on the internet saying dumb things. Now, I think it's fair to say to a certain point, don't be mean. But unfortunately, in the real world, you're allowed to be mean and critical as well. This story from the Daily Caller. YouTube's new content guideline would likely have banned people from criticizing Smollett's accusations. Yes, Jussie Smollett is now indicted on felony charges for a hoax, for filing a false police report. Does that mean that when this story broke, if we came out and said it wasn't real, they'd ban us? It does. It literally does. I didn't, look at Covington. I did a story about a white nationalist who lied to the press. And I said that day, it's a lie, right? This is not true. And what happened? The video got taken down and I got a guideline strike. They said I was bullying the guy. And I said this, while not not completely aligned, is a good example of how the system affects real news. They took my video down. The Associated Press issued a correction about a day or two later, and a day after that, they brought my video back. Why? Because YouTube assumes I'm less credible than the Associated Press? I'm all for trusting the Associated Press, but how screwed up is that? Why? Because they have money, they deserve credibility? That's BS. But now, I don't want to linger too much on this because we got to talk about the adpocalypse. YouTubers fear looming adpocalypse after child exploitation controversy. This from The Verge. The fifth adpocalypse wave is on the horizon. Yes, there's been many people who have pulled out. Actually, let me refresh this because they probably got an update. Because I think it's like 5 major advertisers have pulled out, which means my YouTube ad rev is going to start going down. But you know what? This is why I diversify my income. This is why I try to do other things to make sure that the money is coming in. And hopefully it won't be that bad. They're not, it's several big companies. But let's just talk about this. For those that haven't been following the news, this dude right here, whose name is Matt Watson, did a video covering a story that I covered over a year ago. Yes. Surprise, surprise. The story he talked about, I actually talked about before. And the reality is, one thing people don't seem to be talking about is that YouTube already knew about the problem and is and was actively taking these people down. This dude is a random, this is all my opinion, I'm going to call him a fame whore. Keemstar did a breakdown of this guy's past that I'm going to go ahead and assume that Keem's got his details straight on this one. This guy is presumably in a video harassing women, asking them to engage in adult activities on video with him. It's disgusting and creepy. And it looks to me like this guy wanted to be a big YouTuber. Oh, poor baby, it didn't work out for you, so you want to destroy the ecosystem? Let me tell you why I'm mad. First of all, the things that were going on with these creepy pedos on YouTube, YouTube has known about. YouTube has actively been removing these people. This story is old. And this is actually potentially bad news for YouTube. Because how do you stop people from signing up and posting a comment? How? It's such innocuous behavior what these guys are doing. It's creepy, sure. A lot of the videos that were uploaded, even acknowledged by this guy, were kids uploading themselves. I made a video about it. I made a full, like 10 or 15 minutes. I think it was maybe even 20 minutes. Talking about the issue, showing examples. Even parents do this to their own kids. The creepiest shit I've ever seen. and it was reported, and they were taken down. And I believe YouTube even publicly addressed it. So this guy made a video. Okay, he made a video saying, guys, we got to do something about this. That's fine. I agree. Absolutely, we should. Then what does he do? He apparently starts a brigade against advertisers to freak them out. And then what happens when Keemstar's like, dude, look, man, we're working with YouTube to get this fixed. He said, get a real job. Oh, now I see where we are. This guy just wants to be famous. He just wants attention. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but it's really annoying to see a guy who made videos. This I'll tell you what really pissed me off. You want to know why I'm so sour on this guy? And you rarely ever see me this angry. And like, because you can tell I'm being hyperbolic. I'm pissed off. It's the video. When this came out, I actually agree with him. I agree with him, and I was like, guys, we should. This is a story that should definitely be covered. You can't not cover it because of potential adpocalypse. But then I saw the video that Keemstar posted, and this guy in a car rolls up to a young woman who looks like she might be a teenager, and he honks at her, and then he yells, "Hey, do you want to be an adult film with me?" And the chick is obviously freaked out, and I'm gonna stop there before I say something I'll regret. Scumbag. That pissed me off. Dude, seriously, not okay. No one should be defending this guy after that. Now, I'll reserve the right to, I'll reserve judgment to the extent that maybe it's not him in the video, but sure does look like him. So 99% believe that it was this guy. Apparently, he was mad that Keemstar didn't want to cover his story. So then he starts insulting Keemstar and saying, oh, you care more the money than solving the problem? No, dude, you are the problem. You are the problem. You know what the problem is? The problem is there are creepy weirdos that exist. What do we do about it? We got to take them down. We do. So good on you for highlighting it and saying take them down. But brigading advertisers is not going to take them down. It's only going to make it worse for everyone. And his response to Keemstar was apparently get a real job. And that's where it is. Aw, did poor baby not make it as a creepy, street-harassing YouTuber? There have been a lot of YouTubers who have harassed women to get a following, and it works sometimes because people are scummy. This guy apparently tried to do it. It didn't work. So what does he want to do? He wants to burn everything down. Let's, that was a long... Let's read some of this. YouTube creators are worried that a catastrophic drop in ad revenue may be upon them following a new controversy over YouTube's inability to curb predatory behavior on content featuring young children. I'm not reporting on the story because it negatively affects the whole of the YouTube community, Keemstar said, the host of Drama Alert. We don't need another ad apocalypse. What I have done behind the scenes, though, is reached out to my YouTube contacts, showing them the video, and my team is showing them content to take down. This is not just about me. This is about all my friends, big and small creators. I'm not reporting something that's going to affect their livelihoods. I actually disagree with that to a certain extent. While Keem is right, I do think it's kind of, oof, you're really going to prioritize your own income over this serious problem. But unfortunately, as much as I do think it is kind of slimy to be like ad revenue is important, he brings up a good point. So I'm a bit more tepid on it. Like, that's true. There's a bunch of people whose lives could be destroyed if their ad revenue unexpectedly drops by a significant portion. Well, I would say normally I'm one of them, but my videos get demonetized so often I'm not super like, yeah, okay. I've got subscribers, I've got PayPal donations, and so I'm not going to go broke overnight. But there are a lot of smaller creators who really do rely on those couple extra $100 they're getting. Highlight the problem. The correct solution. Everyone on YouTube flag this content and then get it banned. Imagine if this guy took his 2 million views and pushed for a distributed call to action. Let's get everybody to do two things. PewDiePie, we want you to announce everyone should subscribe to PewDiePie and then hunt these people down and fix YouTube because we're here together with YouTube. And I'm being semi-facetious about the subscribe to PewDiePie thing. But imagine if you could combine that same maximum effort that got PewDiePie tens of millions of new subscribers towards flagging these creepy weirdos and doing that consistently. There you go, problem solved. Instead, what does he do? Hashtag target advertisers. Freak them out, get them to pull out, and then when people said don't do that, he said get a real job. Get a real job. I'll tell you what, brother. My income is not solely based on YouTube, but I used to work for a company called Vice, which is a multi-billion-dollar company. You want to talk about a real job? Let's talk about a multi-billion-dollar company paying me to make YouTube videos and having a staff of several thousand to make YouTube videos. Real job. And that's when you could tell This guy, in my opinion, is just a salty, little, whiny loser, creepy dude who harasses women and was upset he didn't get famous, so he decided to tell everyone else to go get a real job. Dude, I will not defend this guy. Admittedly, I don't know a lot about him. I will admit that I'm particularly angry at this guy, and I should probably do a lot more research. So I'll say this. Full disclaimer, I assume full responsibility if I'm a bit over the top right now. But I laugh at the people who say get a real job. What do you think this is? What do you think the tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of creators who make a living off YouTube, you think it's not a real job? Okay, I'll go see you at McDonald's, brother. You go, oh, what was that? You tried to harass women to get YouTube clicks? It didn't work? I'll see you at McDonald's. I'll be on YouTube. And even after the adpocalypse, because you're attacking the advertisers instead of the people causing the problem, even after that money goes down, I'll be fine. A lot of people won't, though. And that's the real problem. So it's you know what? I'm over it. I'm out. I don't like this guy. Look, I'll say it one more time. I don't know a lot about him. The get a real job thing is the sleaziest thing you could say. But there's one reason why I'm hardcore biased against this guy right off the bat. And it's because I saw a video where he was harassing women. Okay? Many of you may know I'm a social liberal. I think the regressive leftists are insane because they harass people. I'm not going to stand by and defend a guy who pulled up in a car and started yelling at women, or stood on a street corner or at a park or something with a microphone yelling at women to do some creepy ass bullshit. Fuck this guy. And fuck his stupid little agenda. Man, I'm pissed. Ah, whatever, man. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it. But at this time, it sounds like this dude is a scumbag. It really does. But you know what? And I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m.